We thought it was just a normal camping trip. Four friends, one night in the woods, no phones, no signals, no backup. By sunrise, two of us were gone, and the thing that took them wasn't human. If you've ever wanted to prove someone wrong, someone who constantly belittles you, disrespects you, makes you feel less than, hit that like button. Because this is the story of how I tried to earn his respect, and the forest made sure he never spoke again. 3 years ago, I made the dumbest decision of my life. I agreed to go camping, not the glamping kind. I'm talking real, primal, middle of nowhere, no bathroom, tent on the dirt kind of camping. The kind of camping Jake always pushed for. Jake, the self-proclaimed true outdoorsman in our friend group, the same guy who took every chance to mock me for preferring AC and hot showers. To Jake, I was soft, fragile, a joke, and the others, Chris and Luke, never really pushed back on it. They didn't join in, but they didn't stop it either. So when Jake proposed a trip to his family's private lake spot, I shocked everyone by saying yes. Why? Because I was tired of being the group's weak link. I thought, maybe if I survived one real camping trip, I'd finally shut Jake up for good. Big mistake. We hiked in just before sunset. Jake had marked trees with spray-painted red triangles, his idea of being a trailblazer. He had a compass, but no GPS, no map, and worst of all, no concern. Even you won't get lost, Maddie, he sneered. His voice always had that smugness, that twisted pride when he saw me sweat. And yeah, I was sweating, but so was Luke. He was barely keeping up, but Jake only ever mocked me. When I stepped off the trail to relieve myself, everything changed. The woods were quiet. Too quiet. No wind, no bugs, no birds. Just the crunch of my footsteps, and then something else. Something mimicking me. Step for step. Louder, closer. I sprinted back to the trail, heart pounding, eyes darting. I swore I was being followed. But when I broke through the trees, nothing. Just Jake's annoying voice shouting, "Let's go, princess!" I should have turned back right then. I should have trusted my gut. But pride will get you killed. When we reached the lake, even I had to admit, it was beautiful. Golden light dancing on still water, trees like guardians all around. We pitched our tents, ate s'mores, laughed. Jake kept sneering, but I held my tongue. I told myself, just one night, just prove you're not weak. That night, something watched us. I know it, but we didn't see it. Yet. The next day was fine. Almost normal. We fished, we swam, we laughed like idiots, until we got back to camp. All our food destroyed, wrappers everywhere. Luke's tent, shredded from the inside. No claw marks, no blood. Just surgical damage. Like something tore it open but didn't bother to unzip. Jake blamed bears, but even he knew that cooler wasn't touched. It was still locked, still pristine. No bear did that. That's when I saw it. Fear. For the first time. Jake was scared. We packed, argued about leaving. It was already getting late, but we had flashlights. We had the trail markers. We had each other. We didn't have time. As we followed the path back, something was off. The trail split. Two paths, both marked identically. Same red triangles, same spacing. But there had only ever been one path in. Jake turned pale. "We never marked a second path," he said. I'd never seen him so unsure, so human. To figure it out, he climbed a tree. "I see the road," he shouted from the top. Relief washed over us. We were saved. Then, silence. No footsteps, no rustling, no Jake, just a boot. One single unlaced boot crashing down through the branches. Jake was gone. 15 minutes of calling his name. Nothing. Chris and I chose the right-hand path. I checked the left one and stopped breathing. The triangle one was wet. Not with paint, with blood. Fresh. The smell was thick, metallic, like someone cut open a vein right above it. I ran back, told the others, and then Luke vanished. I grabbed Chris. He wanted a search. I said no. We had to get help. We needed signal, police, dogs, guns, and so we ran. Through a forest that felt like it was breathing around us. Then we heard it. Luke's voice. Not Luke. His voice. Repeating the same lines from earlier. Jake, what way do we go? Where's the other path go to? Over and over. Wandering the woods like a broken record. That thing was using his voice. Chris and I ran, faster than ever. Branches slashed our faces. Roots tried to trip us. And then, headlights. A car. I screamed. Chris ran. The thing behind us roared. Then, crash. A body, massive, slammed into the hood. The driver screamed. We jumped in the back, begging her to drive. She did. Eve saved our lives. The next morning, cops brought us back. And what they found didn't make sense. Our cars, destroyed. Windows smashed. Tires slashed. Trunks ripped open like soda cans. Jake's car door, 10 feet away, twisted like tinfoil. They never found Jake. Never found Luke. To this day, I don't know what was in those woods. I don't know why it let me and Chris go. Maybe because we weren't the ones who needed to learn a lesson. Maybe it just wanted the loudest ones first. All I know is, Jake spent years trying to prove how strong he was. But when the forest tested him, he was the first to vanish. For years, Jake humiliated me, made me feel small. That trip? That was my revenge. I didn't plan it. I didn't want it. But when that thing took him, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just ran. Because for the first time, I knew I was stronger than Jake. He died trying to be a legend in the wild. I survived. By knowing when to be afraid. People like Jake think fear is weakness. But fear is a compass. It tells you when to run, when to fight, and sometimes, when to survive. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments, what would you have done out there? And if you want more true horror stories with a hint of justice, subscribe. There's more where this came from. Stay safe out there. And whatever you do, don't follow the red triangles.